You're backstage at the most important press conference of your life. You can hear the rustling of the reporters all waiting for you. You can do this, Tobias. You're the first son of one of the most powerful nations in the world. Don't let them see you sweat. Winston, your mother's presidential advisor, offers you an encouraging smile. Just remember what we talked about. Don't answer the question they ask. Answer the question you want to answer. And nod and take a deep breath to walk out onto the stage. You're momentarily blinded by the flashing cameras, but you force yourself to smile as you step up to the podium. The reporters quiet down as you begin your statement. And thank you all for being here today. I'm Tobias Monroe, first son of the great nation of Rudderland. I want to start by saying I take my duties as first son seriously. I know I represent my country everywhere I go. And for the past 6 weeks, I've been embracing the responsibility someone ever had to have some fun bringing a sense of impact. I've been embracing that responsibility. I remember ripples throughout the room, and you see reporters nodding as they take notes. That's a big part why I want to go to Van Cross Institute for International Diplomacy, although my time at school hasn't exactly gone as planned. Feel yourself straighten from your talking point, so you glance down your notes. I admit my recent behavior is not befitting someone in my position. You say that again? Look, we know what your statement's gonna say. Those are the good stuff. Then the reporters join in, and you feel your control of the room slipping away. Tobias, over here. Rutherland is one of the most powerful nations in Western Europe. Do you think this scandal will hurt your foreign relations? Do you feel you let your people down? More importantly, do you feel you let the president down? I know my mom's polling numbers have been affected by the incident last night, but is that what we're calling it now? An incident? Because where I'm from, we call it a full-blown sex scandal. Thank you. Now we all. Chaos breaks out as reporters shout your name. You rush off stage, still a little shell-shocked. You take one last look over your shoulder at the swarm of the press, circling like they smell blood in the water. How the hell am I supposed to come back from this? Chapter 1. First Term Jitters. Welcome to Foreign Affairs. 6 weeks earlier. We are now beginning our ascent. If you look out the window, you'll see your first glimpse of the Van Cross Institute. Look outside, see the campus of the elite school pass by below you. Van Cross Institute for International Diplomacy, with the next generation of world leaders here to study politics and diplomacy and how to avoid scandal. It's bigger than I thought it'd be. You're doing okay over there. You sit up straighter and give your mother's chief of staff a reassuring smile. I'm fine. Just daydream about my non-existent political career again. As long as you're more alert during your classes. The president isn't sending you across the continent to slack off. Wait, this isn't a beach vacation? Turn the plane around. Very funny, but I know you won't waste such a golden opportunity to build relationships with future international leaders. Winston is interrupted by one of your bodyguards making his way down the aisle and strapping in to the seat next to yours. Mr. Tobias, have you been briefed on our arrival yet? Yep, Agent Diaz talked to me half an hour ago. The agent nods, but remains seated, looking forward to continue your conversation. I've heard of stump speech, Winston, but this master degree program is so important to Mom, then why isn't she dropping me off? She wanted to be here, but you know how it is. A last-minute meeting when the ambassador came up, and she couldn't say no. Got it. It's only me she says no to. Tobias. It's okay. It's just, sometimes I wish you first for a change. She knows I would have been perfectly happy with a low-level position on her re-election campaign. For what it's worth, I think Van Cross would be good for you. People want to see you more involved, and I know your mom's hoping you can help getting support for the peace summit in a few months. Sorry to interrupt, but we have those updated just changes you asked for, Mr. Torres. Excellent. Looks like the press release about Van Cross is already working its magic. Your mom's approval rating is trending up. You nod, looking out the window as a plane taxis toward a private airport. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just all this fuss seems like a waste. Well, I don't even know if I want to go into politics. Think about it. There's so many other careers out there. I'll always be one more shot. So many other careers out there. I'm 22 years old, and I never had a chance to even consider something else. Is this really what I want to spend my life doing? As much as I want to help Mom in this election, I'm still confused about the rest of it. Maybe Van Cross can be a place for you to get some clarity. An opportunity to figure out if you actually want this life or not. The plane finally stops taxiing, and Winston stands to collect his briefcase. I'll let you freshen up before we leave. I have our styles pull an outfit for you. Something to help you set the tone for your semester. He motions for a young woman to step forward from the back of the plane. I have just the thing for you to make a big first impression on all those future foreign dignitaries. You look down at your travel clothes, wrinkled from the flight. I guess I am a little underdressed. You check yourself out in the mirror after you change, feeling much more ready to take on a new school than you did before. Damn, you would not vote for me in this outfit. Joe Winston in a waiting car, and I whisked away. Soon, your limo pulls up to the front gates, and the vehicle is immediately swarmed by paparazzi, all jockeying to get the best shot. Mr. Bias, are you ready? You nod, taking a deep breath. You've been dealing with the media since your mom first took office. This part, at least, you can handle. But you barely managed to get out the car before you're accosted by cameras and drawing reporters shouting questions. Is that the first sign of Autoland? Quick, get the picture! Get the picture! No matter how many times you pose in front of the cameras, it still feels surreal. The press cares who you are. Someone's clearly come prepared. He can be on the fashion page in an outfit. I'm glad I changed. Mom always loves when I pull into good press. You try to make your way past the mob, but a persistent paparazzo manages to shove his camera in your face. Mike Williams, Stalker Media. Rise. Look ready to negotiate world peace. Until I can't help but wonder if you're planning to make a little pleasure in with your business. Get a spill? I recognize that tabloid. They always turn the most innocent stories into a scandal, even if you have to make up the facts to do it. Honestly, I'd rather talk about how grateful I am for this opportunity. Frank Ross is an amazing institution, and I'm excited to learn as much as I possibly can while I'm here. Spoken like a true politician's son. Let's go to the chase. Will you use the time of Frank Ross to improve relations with Ardona? The entire world knows about your two countries' long-standing issues. That's an understatement. Ardona is our biggest rival, but what do they have to do anything? Just then, another limo pulls up, drawing paparazzi's attention away from you. You immediately spot the familiar flag adorning the car's hood. You turn to your security detail, who are taking advantage of the commotion to shuffle you through the gates. I thought the presidential guardsman was supposed to protect this place. How should you not know someone from Ardona would be here? I assure you, all our intelligence indicated that they wouldn't be sending anyone to the Institute this year. I hope my new head of security will have a better handle on the situation than the transition team. As you and your entourage approach the school gates, you sneak one last peek back at the Adonia limo. Just in time to see a middle finger go up in the air, aimed at the paparazzi. A furious swarm of camera flashes follows. Looks like someone's not a fan of paparazzi. I wish I had the guts to do that. But I'm too busy playing perfect for a son. Mr. Tobias, we need to keep moving. The bodyguard leads you to the main quad on campus, where most of your classmates and their security details are gathered. Looks like we're just in time for the new student orientation. Join the crowd as the dean of the school addresses the group. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dean Lenquist, and it's my deepest pleasure to welcome you to Van Cross Institute for International Diplomacy. We're excited to have you as part of the Van Cross family. Most team alumni have gone on to become world leaders, chief prosecutors of the ICC, even secretaries general of the UN. And we expect no less of all of you. No pressure or anything. During your time here, you take classes to learn essential skills for navigating every conceivable political situation. But we believe the most important lessons we taught outside the classroom. Friendships you establish now will follow you throughout the rest of your lives, and hopefully can bring the world closer to true peace. The crowd breaks into applause. Now, I know some of you are interested in the state of our security renovations during the semester break. As the dean drones on, you look around at the rest of the crowd. Wow, the future of international politics looks hot. I wouldn't mind negotiating treaties with them. Finally, orientation ends and you follow the cobblestone path to your dorm. You yourself leave as your transition team drops you off. But that side quickly turns into a gas as you open the door to your suite. Holy crap, this place makes the state manor look quaint. Almost made you feel like royalty, huh? There to see a young woman emerge from one of the suite's bedrooms. Of course I actually am royalty, but all the dorms are just nice. I'm trying to not take it as an insult. Right, and you are? Someone who doesn't read royal family gossip. How novel. But I'm beyond my manners. She stands around. Princess Leon, Mariana, Regina, Dorada, de Rothschild, Serrano of the Kingdom, Pavadina. But such a sweet race, you can just call me Dion. Tobias Marone, which is all the names I got. Nice to meet you, Dion. Okay, first and probably hopefully only commentary I'm doing. The last, 2 times I read this book, I can never say her name right. Is it Dion? I don't know. I might give up on how I'm pronouncing it and try to pronounce it different. But I'm mostly just gonna say to Dion. I don't care if it's wrong. Also, yes, I'm trying to do like a more polished read. That's of this commentary that's gonna end as soon as I stop drinking this water. And last sip, and I'm about to read it. If you're like Princess, huh? That kind of scrutiny must be tough. Even just a few years at first, son, has been awful. Can't imagine being born with that level of scrutiny. You're not wrong, but the perks are pretty good too. Such as an entire stable full of ponies when I turn 6. Okay, I take it back. That sounds awesome. Oh, and this walk-in protein shake ad is my bodyguard, Murphy. She just a large man standing beside her. Nice to meet you. My new bodyguard should be here later today. I'm sure you do have tons to chat about. I can't tell you how sad I am to finally have a sweet mate with some style. Last year, I got stuck with a girl who wore sweatpants to class every day. Sweatpants, can you believe it? Sounds like a nightmare. I know you understand. Even if it was about yourself or the institution, it's with my eyes, you know? By the way, I went ahead and picked a bigger bedroom, but I left the one with the west-facing window so you can sleep in. You know, that's fine, but I get the bigger hall closet. It's only fair, don't you think? Fair? You think I operate on fair? I'm a literal princess. If you're gonna be living with me, yep. For me right now, at least. She knows her eyes at you. Then her lips curl into a delighted smile. It's about time someone had to stand up to me. I set your closet proposal. I didn't give yourself a campus tour. Follow me. I'll show you the best place people watch. Don't wait for us, Murph. Dion leaves her bodyguard at suite and leads you back to the center of the campus. Why would it remain half of the campus? Most people have to walk through here to get anywhere else, so it's a perfect place to scratch your voyeurism itch. Just be wary of rogue frisbees. We almost had an international incident last year when an ambassador's daughter got hit in the head. Duly noted. And here's the school library, the perfect place to meet with a study group, or have a method twice among the stacks. Not that I wouldn't know about the last one. Seems like just a place to pretend we're not. Seems like just a place to pretend we're regular students, not politicians in the making. Until you knock one of the hundreds of copies of The Art of War off the shelf. Mr. Vankoff's private garden. I like to come here when I need to clear my head. This place can be a little intense, but nothing your best friend or two can help you through. It'd be good to have someone like Dion on my side. I haven't had a close friend since... Well, not since Tatum left 5 years ago. Just then, the telltale shot of the camera cuts through your rear. When you whip around, a spotted lens peeking out of a nearby hedge. Shoot the shot. Almost. They must have slipped past the gate. And trust me, we do not want that. We do not want that Williams guy getting his hands on a picture of us. Let's get out of here. Security! Oh wait, come back. Take off, leaving paparazzi struggling to free themselves from the bush. You turn a corner quickly and run right into someone. Oof. You stumble toward the ground, but you're quickly steadied by sure hands. It usually takes a little bit longer for someone to fall for me. You look up to the newcomer. Second commentary. I think I chose Guy last time I first played Drew. I did not know that I could have changed the gender until I saw a snippet of someone else's playthrough. Like, wait a minute. Same name, but different face, different gender completely. I think I mentioned this in reading other books that I didn't know. That could have made this person a woman. But that first one is the one I went with. I'm just gonna keep talking while I show you the other ones. I haven't decided which way I want this to go. This is the guy I chose. And I'm debating if I want to have things go out to the same with him or things be the same with her. So I'm going to pause and think about that. That should not waste your time. If I went with the female body type, I probably chose her just to make it to WLW. But since I chose a guy, I'm gonna do what I did my original playthrough. Oh yeah, happy Pride Month. And this was my pleasure. Stranger has a soft accent, one that sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it. Blaine. The young drills her arms around his stranger, kisses his cheek, give you time to really drink him in. Eddie, what you been up to? Oh, you know, mounted over a fleet, trying on tiaras, running from the paparazzi, just normal princess stuff. Hold up the fan club. I mean, it's you, but not you stop encouraging your stalkers. You realize he's talking about you. Stalker. Is he for real now? You want to clap back when you suck in a deep breath. Imagine what your mom would say. She knew you got into a fight with a fellow student on your first day. Remember, Tobias, you have to make a good impression on everyone, even if he turns out to be your arch nemesis. You paste a smile on your face and step forward with your hand extended. My name is Tobias Monroe, first son of Wonderland. Blaine looks down at your hand, then back at your face. He doesn't move to shake your hand. He doesn't move to shake it. In my country, you usually greet each other with a kiss on the cheek. Taking the superficial politeness, though, it's an original place like this. Some of us aren't aiming to be the most original person in Vankoff. We're aiming to get something out of it. You stubbornly keep your hand out, and eventually he shakes it. Oh, it's nice to meet you, even if you are a jackass. It means I both shoot up, and you can't help but feel gratified by his surprise. Oh, you know who I am. Nope, nor do I particularly care. Blaine turns back to Dion. I like him. Oh good, I was just waiting for your approval. Honestly though, I'm glad that you met. Blaine is a first year student too. Really, I didn't see your orientation. And why would you assume in the first year? You got the unmistakable deer in headlights look about you. I bet you even think you can make a difference in the world. Okay, and on that note, tomorrow night I should probably head out. Paparazzi is loose on campus, and there you are. We gotta go. Now. Damn press. Follow me. Blaine leads you into the elementary maze of buildings. Photographers hot in your trail. Take a shortcut across the lawn, and don't notice the sprinklers stick it up until the last minute. Rise, watch out. Taking it fast, you dodge to the side and crouch low over the far side of the sprinkler, waiting to make a move. What are you doing? You have to go. Wait for it. Just as the photographers cut around the corner, push your thumb over the top of the sprinkler nozzle. You let them spray right at their faces. What the hell? My camera. Nice one. The water distracts them long enough for you, Leon, and Blaine to make your escape. Get you run forever. We need cover. Follow me. This way. Leon crashes up to the ground. You rush over to help her, while Blaine keeps an eye out for paparazzi. One of my heels broke. Mommy said that towel boy to bill later. These are my favorite shoes. Sorry, D, but we got more present problems. Go without me. I can't go like this. I'll just slow you down. Don't, if you're sure. Definitely. Don't worry about me. I'll go down in a bush or something. No photographer is gonna catch me on a bad shoe day. Good luck. You and Blaine keep running. He goes back over your shoulder just as the photographers turn the corner, and John is nowhere to be seen. Where'd she go? Who knows? She knows the campus at the back of her hand. She's the one I'm worried about. This way. See a place we can hide. Blaine pushes you into the alley between two classrooms, pushing you up against the far wall. Although there's still a gap between your bodies, you can feel the heat radiating off of him. What are you doing? Saving you. Now keep quiet. But Blaine puts his mouth against your mouth. Blaine puts his hand against your mouth just as paparazzi rush past the building. Where'd they go? I could have sworn they went this way. As the footsteps fade away, you gaze up at Blaine and realize just how close to you are. Blaine looks at you as if realizing the same thing. He quickly steps back and drops his hand, ruefully rubbing the back of his neck. Sorry, Madeline. It's fine. I liked it. Wow, aren't you full of surprises? Once you get past the surface level of commanders, then I'm glad I did. Feel out around the corner of the alley, looking for signs of the rogue photographers. Do you think the coast is clear? For now, maybe. These guys are anything like the paparazzi back home. It's only men out down before they double back. Lucky for you, I know a hiding place where no one will ever find us. It's nearby, it's cleared it, even as nice view, so you won't have to stare at my face the whole time. And I promise you won't get your face and your outfit too dirty. If he reaches out to fix your shirt collar, he's touch more gentle than you expect. So what? Now you want to spend more time with me? I thought I was way too straight-laced for you. I'm not playing against that. Besides, he's being chased by root photographers all afternoon. Blaine cuts off as the second set of footsteps approaches the alley again, and you hold your breath. We gotta scoop. You have to search every nook and cranny of the school. What do you say, Tobias? It's now or never. Fine. How nearby is nearby? Right above you. He nods to an open second-story window above your head. We're going through the window? Are you trying to kill me? If so, not to say, this is the most elaborate assassination attempt yet. Nah, I'm much more direct with my targets. My base is as you step close to the side of the building, realizing just how high the second floor is. I don't suppose you have a ladder. Where's one in that? Come on. Blaine crouches underneath the window and cups his hands. You carefully step into his grasp, placing a hand on his shoulder for balance. 1, 2, 3. And boost it to the air. push you into the air high enough for you to grab the bottom of the windowsill. Got it. Sounds like you're grateful, but you managed to pull yourself through the opening. Come on, lock the door. 1 sec. Don't bother. You're watching Ash playing skimmings up the drain pipe like he's done it 1,000 times. A moment later, he crawls in the window beside you. Exactly how much practice do you have climbing up drain pipes? You can picture him in your mind, Blaine sneaking into his lover's room late at night like in a movie. What? That ain't right process in your country? Not for president's kids. You should start an initiative to change that. Now, come on. You and Blaine make your way through the empty building to a set of stairs that leads up to the roof. Wow. You can see all the way out to the water from here. Blaine takes a seat on the ledge, his legs hanging over the side. You take advantage of his distraction, taking him in for a moment. I have this screenshot with the chick. Enjoy them, although you stay back far enough so your feet are firmly on the roof. How did you know this was up here? My dad told me about it. He's a student here too. A long time ago. It's about the only worthwhile piece of advice he gave me about this place. I think it attended Van Claus wasn't your first choice. I don't know, but Mom always knows just how to guilt me, even though I'm not a little kid anymore. So here I am. I don't. Things have been looking up in the last half hour or so. Not really. Any particular reason why? You have absolutely zero poker face device, which isn't exactly the best quality in a budding diplomat. Maybe I'm just pretending to have a bad poker face. Maybe I'm hustling you. Maybe. But I'm usually pretty good at reading people. So your parents forced you to come to Van Claus too? Force might be a little unfair. But yeah, that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. Mom was hoping this master program would lead to some big epiphany for me. Like, it was something that made me want to follow in her footsteps or something. Sounds like she's treating you more like a tool than a person. I'd be lying if I said that thought had never crossed my mind. It does bother me sometimes. It's like she cares more about her career than me. I just wish I could tell her that I sometimes need to be her to be my mom first, president second. So tell her. You make it sound so easy. It is easy. For you, maybe. My mom and I have never really had that kind of relationship, and it's not like she doesn't care about me. No, she just cares about the position more. I never said that. You didn't have to. All politicians are the same. They're only out for themselves. They don't think your parents care about your people. I know they care about that exactly as much as it helps them stay in power. Are you always too cynical? Because if so, maybe I should just go. Man of the world isn't really my style. You stand to leave, brushing off the dirt. No, clearly, leaving the moment you're pushed out your comfort zone is more your look. What's that supposed to mean? You live your whole life following the rules, sheltered and repressed. Suddenly, you meet someone who says screw all that, and deep down, you wish you could do the same instead of always being exactly that guy that mommy wants. I'm not just some puppet for my mom. Blaine meets your gaze for a long moment, and it irritates the hell out of you. So you're not. Seriously, if I were, I'd do this. You climb up onto the brick parapet, standing on the edge of the building. You open your arms out wide and feel the wind in your face. See, I can live dangerously. The only thing I see is someone who was Titanic one too many times. Turn around to confront him, but a loose stone causes you to lose your footing. Oh, try to catch your balance, but your momentum is pulling you backward, so Blaine's warm hand catches you, pulls you back to the safety of the roof and into his arms. Are you okay? Yeah, just a little shaken. Maybe you should leave the dangerous stuff to the professionals next time. Blaine's cut off by a shot down below. What was that? Look over the edge of the roof, see the rogue paparazzi being escorted off campus by security. Get your hands off me. Give me my camera back. It's my personal property. and you two are trespassing on our property. Your camera will be turned once you destroyed all pictures and videos you took on the grounds. Photographers are still protesting as they disappear from view. So the coast is officially clear. Yes, we should head back before bodyguards start to worry. Yeah, Borderline. Go out semester to work on it, your image. That's not. Blaine's already halfway across the rooftop. He'll shoot a little goodbye salute before disappearing down the staircase. Then you sigh and turn back to get one more look at the view. One thing's for sure, that boy's trouble. When you finally arrive back at your suite, you spot a familiar flash of green hanging amongst the national flags above the dorm. Alright. I almost got the first sign of a donut here too. Have my team do some pro research ASAP. As soon as you step through the door, John jumps up from the couch. There you are. I was betting to beat you home, my broken nail. Blaine and I were just hiding out until the coast was clear. Can't believe it took so long for campus security to get those guys. Hold up, you and Blaine were together this whole time? Yeah, why? I'm just surprised. I figured you'd be trying to avoid him all semester. You go cold all over and she realized what they are saying. But you have to be sure. Look me right in the eye, you speak very slowly. And why would I want to do that? Didn't he tell you? Blaine Hayes is the first son of a donor.